This channel is supported by Tier 0 Games. Head to the link in the description in order to pick up the latest Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards, other TCGs, as well as plenty of accessories, and stay tuned for more videos on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel.
Hi.
Alright, we're here at the European Championship. Who are you? What did you play?
I'm Zavi Ebbutt. I played an awful deck that Aaron Boothroyd lent me. Shout out to Aaron Boothroyd. I'm playing ELECTRUM FTK, which basically is a 3-card combo where you need to have Saryuja up, otherwise you just lose. It's brilliant. I had great fun.
Fantastic. Alright, do you want to take us through that?
Yeah, so to start off with, you're literally like, you're playing all your starter cards to get to your Saryuja. You want to draw this first, because if you draw this first, then you can like dig into like a Trick Clown, or you can dig into your Performage engine, so you can resolve like your Scorpius and stuff like that. So this is the one you want to see first, and then with the Shine Balls as well. And then for the other starter cards, we have 3 Lone Fire and 3 Scorpio, and your boy, who I opened in 5 rounds when I dropped. I opened this 6 times in 5 rounds. It was brilliant. I lost like every game I drew. And then for more Garnets, we have actual Garnet.
The OG.
Yeah, this is your boy. He puts in work, but you just shuffle him back with Saryuja, so it's fine. And then for the Performages, we have Trick Clown, whatever that guy's called, and Hat Tricker. So like it comes up how you can like you can discard this or one of these 2 off of the Scorpio, and then you get this for free, and you get extra summons. It's really nice. And then for the E-Heroes, we have the guy who I actually used as an extender today. Because actually I set all my stuff and then used that to go into the last Saryuja, which is awesome. And then we have these 2, which were awful. And then the MVP was Clayman.
Right.
Because I had a game today where I set it, and he was playing Cyber Dragons, and he puts an OTK on board, and he attacks into it. And he's like, okay, like you're playing Clayman, that's a bit weird, right? So then game 2, he starts taking cards out of his main deck, but he doesn't even know what I'm playing. So I go first game 2, right? And I FTK him. And he says afterwards, he was like, but I just took out all my hand, I thought you were a noob. I took out all my hand traps. Like, and I just FTK'd him. It was brilliant. Like, Clayman is easy boy. Like, this is the one you want to see. If any of them. Maybe Bubble Man as well, it's a good extender. And that's it for the monsters. And then, because we're playing a degenerate burn deck, we have to play Upstart because we can infinitely loop, so the 1000 doesn't matter. And then 2 Instant Fusion, because basically the whole point of the deck is you pay life points until you hope you draw something good, like extenders. I wanted to cut this down to 1, but I couldn't find any of the cards because I borrowed the deck 5 minutes before the event. So yeah, it is what it is. The 1 Brilliant Fusion, I want this back at 3. It's unfair we have this at 1, but Predapont's still fine. Right. And then 3 Cool Buy, because well yeah, you're playing FTK. Like if you run into a hat trap, you lose. Yeah. Like my game 1, I played, I won the die roll, and I set up and I've opened combo, and I'm like, this is good. I normal Scorpio, and it gets famed, and I'm like, well, I lose then. So we go game 2, and I start playing, and I open Scorpio again. I'm like, this is game, and I summon Scorpio, and he ashes it. So that was my round 1. It was brilliant. But I had a great fun. I had a great chat with the guy. It was great. And then we have the 2 Terraformings.
Yeah.
To go for the 3 Fusion Gate. So this is part of the FTK, and then the 3 Temple of the Kings. This is another part of it.
Yep.
Okay. So Aaron, bless his heart, he told me that one of the guys from the Brotherhood, Leon. He had the 3rd Temple of the Kings because Aaron gave me the deck with 2. So I wrote down my deck list with 3 in, and then I didn't have a Temple of the Kings until like 7 AM of the day that the tournament started. I posted up on like Zodiac, on like Trade Group, I posted up like everywhere. I was walking around all the vendors, nobody had one. And some absolute legend came out of nowhere and was like, I've got one for you. It was amazing. You're the reason that I'm still in this tournament, or I was in the tournament. And then the other combo piece is the Chain Material. So like this is literally just like old school FTK with ELECTRUM. You still play the 3-card combo. It's just that this time you need Saryuja. But yeah, it's just nuts. Like if you draw these, you just dig with Saryuja, you keep spamming Saryujas, you keep drawing, and then once you draw into these three, it's just game. If they would have hand trapped you before you get these three, so when you see these three, you're just laughing.
Yeah.
Like it's great fun. And then I also played one extra monster, which was Soravis. I played it as a one-off because I could only find one. And it actually came up. I won my game against the one match that I won. I beat Cyber Dragons because he opened Veiler and I had the one-off Soravis for it. It was fantastic. I had a great time. Yeah. So going on to the extra deck, we have Link Spider and whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Because these are used to like go into your Venus like Shine Ball plays. They make it so that your Shine Balls become Saryuja. And then like the actual MVP, Saryuja. Like the third one does come up when you need to use Bubble Man as an extender, and when you need to use like all your other extenders like Instant Fusion. The third one does come up, and it can be huge because like if you draw and you don't draw your combo pieces, you just lose. So this is big. And then the Instant Fusion target is Thousand Eyes. I was playing a Link Karibo as well, and I was playing Bulb in the main deck, but Aaron gave me the deck with 16 cards in the extra, so I had to cut something. So I was like, okay, and I chucked out Link Karibo because it was like the most disposable. And like Glow Up Bulb came up loads today, but like, yeah, I was going to take out an Instant Fusion, but I had to take out Bulb and replace it with something, so I put in a second instant. But it was good. Instant was alright. And then Seraph Knight for the Brilliant Fusion, and then for the heroes, there is 3 of this guy, who he's basically the whole point of the combo, is you just keep on like summoning a bunch of guys and then banishing all of them with Fusion Gate, and then when he's summoned, he puts them all back, so you get your loop going. And then the Gaia as well. This is used to get your Dreadnought Cannon off the Gustav Max off of the field and to keep on looping him. And then we have 3 Shining, and then this is another way that you can loop with the Electrumites, because you just keep on banishing stuff and you keep on like getting your advantage into your banish zone and then resetting it all. Yeah. And then the final card in the extra deck was the Gustav Cannon.
Okay.
Because it's fun. Yeah, it's great fun. Side deck was utterly trash. It was terrible. I basically turned up to Euros with no cards, and I put a post in trade group. It was like, has anyone got a deck I can borrow? So I didn't actually have a side deck, but we pieced some stuff together. So basically the aim is we can't win going second, so we just hope that we win with might. So we've already played Terraforming, so we're sorted. We go might, and we make sure that we play at a reasonable pace, right? And then once we play at a reasonable pace and they can't out it, we side an entire Trickstar engine. This came up once, and I still lost that game. It was brilliant. It was flawless. And then I played Reboot for the Imperm, because like you can't pull by the Imperm. But I never sided it in, other with Draco, but they didn't even open the Imperm, and they 2-0'd me anyway. And the other side card was a second Soravis that I found after writing out my deck list. So,
all right.
The side deck was irrelevant. Basically, if you go second, you lose regardless.
Sure.
But yeah, do you want me to show you the combo?
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically get to a point where you have Saryuja, and that can be summoned by just doing like all of your.
You just summon Venus, right?
Yeah, you just summon Venus, you summon Scorpio, like you use the Brilliant Engine, and you just get into Saryuja, and then once you spam with Saryuja, and you draw into, where are they? I've lost them.
The combo pieces here.
Yeah, there you go. Right, so you draw into these, and then once you got these, so this is currently like your hand. You go activate Fusion Gate, and then you activate Temple of the Kings, and then Temple of the Kings allows you to activate a trap card the turn that it's set. So you activate Chain Material, and then that lets you fuse your Clayman, the MVP, and these 3 to go into your. If I can find them, I've dropped everything. Right. So then that goes into your Electrumite, and then Electrumite effects puts everything banished back into your deck. So these go back into your deck, and then you fuse all 4 of them again to go into a second, and then that effect puts them all back again.
Yep.
And then here you make your Gustav Cannon. So this is your burn for 2000. So you detach, and then you fuse again. You fuse the Dreadnought Cannon and the Electrum to go into your Gaia. So your Gaia is your Earth that you use with the good stuff. And then you fuse the Gaia and this to go for Shining. And then once you've done that, you can summon another Electrum by fusing these. So there's your Elemental Heroes going again.
Yep.
And then the effect of Electrum puts everything back in.
Yeah.
And then here's basically where the loop starts, because now that you've done that, you just summon another Electrum by banishing these four. And then you put them back in again.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then you make the second cannon. And then once you get to the stage where you make the next Shining, so you basically you do everything as before, but you get to the stage where you get the second Shining, and then you fuse these Shinings into a third Shining,
Right.
and then you put back the two Shinings in your extra deck, and then you just keep going. So basically, every hand trap in existence kills this deck, so you need to open pool buy or potentially Saravis. But if you get all the way through to a Saryuja and you draw combo, they would have hand trapped you by that point, so you just win.
Sure.
It's great.
Are there any shout-outs you want to make?
I mean, shout out to Aaron Boothroyd. He is an absolute legend for lending me this deck, like completely last minute. Shout out to the guy whose name I forgot, who gave me the Temple of the Kings. And shout out to Wayne, who I came with today, who runs my locals. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thanks very much.